What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video this week, talking about if you watched the Nintendo Indie World presentation that happened this week. There were a bunch of cool trailers, a lot of cool games that were shadow dropped on the Switch, a lot of cool games coming to the Switch from indie studios. Pretty cool to see. One in particular I want to talk about is BombRush Cyberfunk and what that really means for me personally. And I know you're all dying to know why I'm excited about this game. It's the same reason I had a lot of interest in Balan Wonderworld, except once Balan Wonderworld came out, I gave up on it. But Balan had a lot of roots in Nights into Dreams, which is a Sega Saturn game that was just one of the my most favorite games on the Saturn. The music was good, the gameplay was a lot of fun, loved the visuals and just the overall weirdness, right? Well, Sega just has a knack for those kinds of games, and they carried that into the Dreamcast and eventually into the original Xbox with the Jet Set Radio series. But specifically, I want to talk about Jet Set Radio Future for a second. It was how do you even describe it? It was like an action spray paint graffiti adventure. I mean, it was just all unique, cell shaded visuals that just drew me in. It was one of the first games I played on the original Xbox, and one of the things that just sucked me in was the soundtrack. I really enjoyed just the sampling and the remixes of some, you could hear, it wasn't really remixes, all original tracks, but they were heavily sampled tracks. And I really just enjoyed the style of music produced in that game. And then, we haven't had a re-release of Jet Set Radio Future at all. We haven't had a re-release. We've only had it on the original Xbox. And now that it's, been 20 years since that game has come out, and we still haven't got a proper sequel. The only thing we've had is a port of Jet Grind Radio, which was the US release of Jet Set Radio, which was the Dreamcast version of the game. It was the first game in the series. Very different from Jet Set Radio Future, where it was more of an emphasis on actually doing the graffiti portion of the game, whereas Jet Set Radio Future kind of streamlined all of it into just being a more action-oriented game, which is why I liked it personally. I'm a sucker for fast action games, just throwing that out there. But now we have, in 2021, we've got a game called BombRush Cyberfunk coming out from the studio that makes Lethal League Blaze, which looks like a fun game. It drew me in because the soundtrack is the same guy that did the soundtrack for Jet Set Radio. And so I was really just drawn in by the visuals, very, very similar to Jet Set Radio Future. A lot of things borrowed from that. And then now let's get to BombRush Cyberfunk, where it's a spiritual successor in all but name. It is the sequel we have waited for. It is the new iteration of the Jet Set Radio franchise that we've been waiting for, just done by an indie studio. And it has no official tie to the Jet Set series at all. It is its own thing. But if you watch the trailer and then if you haven't seen any original gameplay for Jet Set Radio Future or even Jet Set Radio, if you watch those and then come back to this, you definitely see the inspiration there. And so it's one of the surprise things that I've seen where I heard about it, or I've seen teasers, and then now that they've released this trailer, I'm pretty hyped for it, to be honest. I'm excited for just the crazy soundtrack. I'm excited for the levels, the gameplay, everything about it just hits that nostalgia button so hard that I just want to jump in right now and play it. I'm actually tempted to dig out the Xbox, the original Xbox, and just fire up some Jet Set Radio Future and play it. Might be a stream idea right before this launches. But needless to say, I'm really excited for this game, and I don't know how to really like describe why, other than look at it. It just looks fun. And just thinking about that kind of stuff, like when somebody comes to you with something they're truly excited about, and you just gotta like pay attention to it, even if you're not interested, you gotta be excited. And that's how I feel this video might come off to people is, people are like, well, why do we care about this game? I don't know. I don't know why exactly I care about this game, except that it looks like it's going to be a fun game. And that's what gaming really is, right? We're just here to have fun, play a fun game, enjoy, the time we can get. If you're an adult like me, you don't have a whole lot of time to sit there for hours on end playing games. You're doing other stuff like making YouTube videos about gaming. And so, I just really wanted to make this video and talk about this really quick. Like, I just really have watched the trailer a bunch, and the everything about it is just, hey, all you Jet Set Radio Future fans, be excited. This one's for you, and I'm really excited to see just where this is going. I hope the game really plays well. I hope it's got a lot of variety in it, because one of the things with Jet Set Radio Future was later on in the game, you nailed the mechanics down, you knew how to play, but then there was just a whole lot of backtracking, and it did get a little stale for me towards the end. But even powering through that last little bit of the game, the last boss fight, was really fun, personally. But I hope that they've really looked at what made the previous games great, or the games they're being inspired by great, and just truly do something unique with that idea. And it looks like they have. I mean, the characters look pretty unique. It looks like it's like a combination of free running, skateboarding, and rollerblading. I don't really know. I couldn't really tell if it was a combination of that, or your character might be a skateboarder or might be a rollerblader. In any case, I'm super excited for this game, and I really hope to play it when it comes out. I'm hoping to see it on the Xbox, as well as, obviously it's coming to Switch. That's the trailer footage that I've been running while talking about this game. I'm just hoping that it does go multi-plat, so more people can experience it. And I really haven't looked into anything beyond that. I just watched this trailer. It kind of caught me off guard during the indie world, to be honest. I remember seeing a teaser. I went, okay, yeah, we'll see some more at some point, and I'll think about it then. But now I'm just like, oh, this was real. And it was a cool surprise from the indie world. I'm just really excited for it. I hope it turns out to be a good release. It looks like the studios put a lot of work into it and making it just the best spiritual successor to the Jet Set Radio franchise that it can be. And who knows, maybe it'll lead Sega to actually re-releasing Jet Set Radio Future in a meaningful way. At the least they could do right is put it in backwards compatibility. Right? Fingers crossed. Yeah. I'd hope for it to happen, but I think the licensing on the music might be why that game hasn't resurfaced. I don't know though. They managed to get Jet Grind Radio ported to PC and eventually re-released on was it 360? So if that can happen, I think Sega could figure out Jet Set Radio Future, but who knows? Like I said, we just have to see. Maybe this game will inspire that, or a true sequel in that series. I don't care. I plan on picking this game up very soon after it launches, and just enjoying it for what it is. And it's just very rare that a game will come out and I immediately know what I'm expecting. I want to see more, but I don't really need to. I know that I just want to play it. And so kudos to the team for putting out a good trailer and just really nailing that vibe. And if you go watch it as a fan of the Jet Set franchise, you definitely see a lot of their little callbacks to that series as their source of inspiration. And so I'm just really excited for it. But let me know, do you want to play BombRush Cyberfunk? Do you have any interest in it? Let me know down in the comments below. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. That's all I've got for this week. I know it might be a shorter video, but maybe not. I'm not quite done recording, so we'll see in editing how long it turns out to be. But yeah, be sure to stay subscribed to the channel for all the latest from me. I try to upload once a week. I also stream on Twitch 3 times a week on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. So by the time this video goes up, if you're watching it the day it comes out, I'll be streaming the next day. So be sure to stop in and say hello. Yeah, links to all the things are down below. Follow me on social media. Do whatever. Have a good week. Until the next video. Bye. God, that grenade took forever to blow up. Oof.